Hey guys, Frank the Tank here. Just want to wish everybody a happy Halloween. And tonight it's RC Talk open mic again. I've been working like crazy, but also, uh, sorry, I had to make sure I was muted on my live stream. Also been sick, had the cold since last week. It was almost a week and a half, anyways, and finally I'm seeing hopefully the end of it. So I sent the invitation for a bunch of people to join in. Hopefully, we'll have some people that is gonna join in. So let me bring the chat over here on this side so we can see it better. Pop out chat, bring it on my new monitor. So I want to hear from you guys. What have you been hearing lately? I've been sick. I've been at home like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I was actually at home and not working because I just had a cold. It was just a bad cold. You know how it is, a man cold, how it can be. So they basically barely watched YouTube. Haven't been keeping up on the news, and then I went back to work, and then had a lot of different things to do. Hey, how you doing?
There.
We have Swampers RC that's in there, and Concept RC that's also in the house. How you doing, Concept? So we'll stay with the Brady Bunch guys. So what you been up to? Have you been racing these days?
Sunday, I'll be back at the track again.
Cool. Racing season. Is it getting close to the end of racing season for you?
It's getting to the good time of racing season. It's going to be in the 70s.
Yeah, the guys here are working on an indoor track. It's going to be pretty sweet. So I guess we're going to have to go and prep some cars and go do some indoor racing.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with that. It looks really nice over there, what I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's a big dome, and they're going to have a practice track. The dome is so big that they're going to have a racetrack and a practice track beside it.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That should be kind of cool because while people are practicing, you can actually do some modification on your car and actually test it right away on the other track.
Nice.
So should be nice. And we have Brad Kalman that just joined us in the other video. So he's setting up his phone, I guess, right now. So, hey, RC, for you, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you, Frank?
I'm doing good. JMRCs, how are you doing? There's a lot of new faces. Cool.
Hey, Frank, why does it look like your shelves have gotten more cluttered with more cars?
I just turned on the light.
I lost one of those screws of the car that hold the rim, the tire to the hub and the shaft of my car that Rich sent me. I had to buy some stuff on Amazon. It's the only place I could find those little proprietary screws for it, and it really ticked me off.
So you say you lost a screw, huh?
Yeah,
I lost the screw to that car he sent me, and then I finally put it back together. I took it apart. Those gears on that thing are tiny. The little spider gears, the little planetary gears are really, really tiny. I mean, they're not even bigger than my fingernail. They're that small.
Yeah.
That's pretty small screws. I mean,
there's some small screws and those small RCs, that's for sure.
Small planetary gears, really small planetary gears.
Now, why did you have to open it up?
Because it was clicking in the front diff. I wanted to see what was causing it.
So did you find the problem?
It wasn't greased very well.
That would be a good sign for clicking, yes.
There was some white lithium grease in there, but there wasn't a lot in there.
Okay. And I got a new kit. Well, it's not a new kit. It's a used RC. And I saw this nice body. And I told the guy at the 110 Hobby, I said, hey, I got to have this. This is going to be a cool combination. Problem is the body does not fit on the frame. So I'm actually cutting up the frame to actually make it fit. So
what car is it?
It's a surprise.
Oh, so you're going to show it tonight?
Nope.
No, you're not going to show it tonight.
No, I'm not going to show it tonight. But it's right here. And I did post a picture on Instagram and I think on Facebook. Just a front wheel. I think it was a front wheel.
Oh, I
or
didn't
was
see
it a
that.
rear wheel.
Can you tell me what scale it is at least?
It was a rear wheel. It's 1/10.
Okay. Is that the only new vehicle you just got?
Yes. Well, I still got this guy to build. I
Oh.
still got my this guy to finish. I haven't touched this since I was on vacation. Been so busy at work, it's stupid. This is our busiest season of the year for work. And I was sick for almost a week and a half. So I'm still a little bit, not congested, but my voice is still kind of
Yeah.
strong or whatever, because I've been coughing and all that. So, but I feel a heck of a lot better. Mind you, tonight it's been raining and I went passing Halloween with my son with the umbrella. We were, and my wife, and all three of us were drenched. We were wet, even though we had umbrellas. But my son was happy and he had fun, and he's got a lot of candies. So.
Yeah, it's been raining here too, and supposedly we have wind advisories, but I really haven't heard the wind.
Concept RC saying is, where's your costume? I had it on earlier and I took it off.
What was it?
It's just a mask of a kind of a robot thing. And my son had the ghost from Scream, the one with the big long mouth.
Yeah.
He had that one, but he's got the special one, the one that he's got to pump a heart on his hand, and when he pumps, all the blood comes down on his face.
Why is everybody getting that Toyota prototype racer?
Why is everybody getting it? I don't know. It's a cool kit. But I got this one from Denali Underground on Steve O.D. when it was his birthday. I actually won that one.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Yeah.
It's been a while for that Denali one.
Yep.
I got my Denali vehicle as well.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The other night we were talking, and it was a little crawler.
A little crawler. It might be a little, but it's lots of fun.
Yeah.
I thought you were. I know you were. You were never had a crawler, Scott, right?
Never had one before.
But you like it?
Yeah, I do. I didn't really want to spend a whole lot of money, and I was kind of looking at getting something small just to kind of test it out. And where I live, everything's pretty flat, so any little bump is big for a little one.
Well, you need to go where you need to go to the where whatchamacallit lives, Gabriel. Go into that part of the desert area where it starts becoming mountainous on that side of the state.
Yeah, it's a long drive anywhere from where I live to get to anything that looks like a hill.
You could go to Austin.
Now close to my house, but that's.
What about Austin? You could go to Austin, right? It's hill country.
Yeah, that's 7 hours away.
Oh, so they're both far away.
Yeah.
Well, you could go to a beach. Do you live near a beach? You don't live near the water, do you?
I do.
Crawlers are good for running through the beaches.
Yeah, last time I took a vehicle to the beach, my girlfriend drove it into the ocean. I asked her to hold the controller, and I don't know what she did, but it went off into the ocean. And right when I was getting ready to grab it, she hit the power button again. And it took off even further. Like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you're driving it, that's not going to happen. So.
Oh, I was trying to set up a tripod, and I just asked her to hold the controller for me.
Well, this time you could be driving and have her set up the tripod.
Well, the cool thing is Denali got me 2 little ones, so one's for her and one's for me.
I thought she wasn't big into the hobby with you.
No, she goes to the races when it's not too extremely hot and when there's not a big sale at Dillard's.
I never knew that.
I keep trying to tell her that shopping's not a hobby, but she doesn't listen to me.
You should. I'm surprised she messes with the cars with you. I'd like to see a video of that.
I'm going to probably have one up tomorrow.
With her and you running cars.
Yeah. Nothing too exciting because we didn't have a whole lot of time, but I did get some footage of us running them for the first time. We went around a tree.
So just to cut you guys off just for the fun of it. No, just kidding.
Sure, why not?
Earl RC last week lost, or early this week, lost his dad. And my prayer goes with you and your family and all that. And
I'm
they
sorry.
actually started a GoFundMe page to actually help with funds. So I'll post a link. Here's the link of it. So,
Alvin there?
Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
I'm sorry. Tell Alvin, I'm sure you can hear me. I'm sorry about your father. I'm really sorry about your father, man. I lost my father 20 years ago.
So it was a surprise and not a surprise because I was reading the story when he was actually saying it, like he was on life support, and then like it went down slowly but fast, and they just had to turn off the machine at the end. So it's sad to lose a someone, but prayer goes with you.
Yes.
I know how that is. I've seen that happen, and I feel bad for him.
Oh, I can't. I can wait, and I am not fond of when it's going to happen to my parents. That's for sure.
How old are your parents?
My dad just turned 76, I think.
Oh, he had you young because my father would be over 80. My father would be over 80 if he was still alive. He'd be 81.
Okay.
Well, we just really need to take advantage of every moment we have because we don't know what can happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how young or healthy you are.
Yep.
My girlfriend's favorite thing is maybe tomorrow would be better. It's like, you don't know, tomorrow may not be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the Greek saying, eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we may die? You ever heard that expression?
Mm-mm.
It's an old ancient saying.
Just seeing Tony Cece with his family with Halloween. That was kind of cute. He's dressed up with his unicorn.
Oh no.
Yeah, his wife's a witch. One of his sons is Spider-Man, and the other one's looks like a musketeer or a French in that era there. But my son today at school, he liked it, and I kind of did him a costume. He could not wear a mask, or he could not wear something violent, something scary. He could not wear, if you're a guy, you can't dress as a girl. If you're a girl, you can't dress as a guy. There was a lot of rules this year at school for some odd reason, which is stupid. But I did build him the llama thing. I did take some videos, and I will make a quick little video. It's going to be about 2-3 minutes of him, but that's his head. Come on, camera.
That's cool.
So I did him a hacks in Fortnite. They have that stick with an axe and special. That's the llama one. So he was having lots of fun. This is when he came out of the washroom with his helmet.
What did you make that helmet out
of? He can play chess dressed like that.
Yeah. So he was actually it's made out of foam. You know those foam that you do yoga on?
Oh, okay.
So it's with those. And tonight for school, for Halloween, because that's what at school. But for Halloween, he was actually wearing Scream. So, come on, camera.
Was your wife dressed up?
No.
You know those. If you take a bunch of those, I've seen somebody who does modifications to motorcycles and cars. They took a bunch of yoga mats and they cut them down
Okay.
and they folded them up in such a way, and they made a motorcycle seat out of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
interesting idea.
Did you send Earl a link?
If I sent Earl a link, well, I sent everybody a link that was on my list. I think Earl did get an invite. Let me go check.
Alvin.
How's that striker?
Yes,
Did you
Earl
get-
RC did get a link.
Okay. Because he was asking if he forgot how to get on.
Earl RC 710.
Hey Frank,
Yes.
did you get one of those strikers you showed on one of your videos several weeks back?
Yes, I did order one.
Haven't gotten it yet, have you?
Oh no, that won't be till March next year
Oh,
because they're still doing like a GoFundMe. They're still trying to get funds to actually manufacture it because that one was a prototype, the one he's showing off. Now they're just trying to raise the fund to actually get it off the ground and manufacture it. So once they manufacture, and then whoever bought the kits will be the first ones to actually get it. So Tony CT got one and I got one.
what size was the car?
That's a 1/10.
What's 1/10? That's right. I forgot who made it though.
Just trying to trick you.
Yeah, he's trying to trick me.
No, I'm being honest. I don't remember.
That Kraken RC Kraken.
Oh, that's right. They make that 5th scale gas, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So the TAO2, CCO2 is going to be out very soon. I hear it's already out. I hear it has the ability to possibly be pretty decent crawler.
Yeah. It's well, it's a side by side, but it would make a little crawler, especially with the suspension that he's going to get. But to me, it's not going to be a crawler. It's going to be something to have fun, to bash with, to use it like you would on a side by side. It's do some trails and do some jumps with it. That's what it's actually designed to do. Because it did do the striker with their kind of a real suspension. It looks like the suspension of a real side by side. So.
Hi, Sean. I was saying the CCO2 Tamiya. I hear it with they say it has potential to be a good crawler.
Yeah, the CCO2, yes. I looked into the price of getting one of those things, and man, it's going to be close to over $400 just for me. So I'll wait a bit. I'll see if it comes on special sometime. The Tamiya kits do come on specials, but we'll see.
You know, good way to keep a guy on the special is keep an eye on their website or get apply to their newsletter.
Okay.
And you can go through their. You might be able to find it that way too. Occasionally they go on sale and they tell you what's on sale and they'll tell you it was this price and now you can get it for this price. Check into that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Brad.
We were just talking about the CCO2 that it has a potential to be a decent crawler.
No, I wouldn't think so. The Tamiya?
Yeah, they say with some right pop-ups that they're going to probably put out for it, it'd probably be a decent crawler.
Definitely.
You got to be careful. People are saying like the SCX10 is a crawler. It's a trail truck.
Yeah.
A trail truck that can crawl. A crawler, those are comp crawlers. Those are good crawlers. To me, when people start saying, "Oh, the TRX4 is a good crawler," no. If you put it against a comp crawler, it's not good. It's a trail truck that can climb rocks, yes, but it's not a crawler. It's a trail truck with big tires. I just wish people would stop calling those crawlers because they're not really crawlers. They're trail trucks.
Yeah,
But you can call it crawlers if you want. But
Yeah, you need like a G-made go, like one of the Gooms or the G1 and from G-made. They're
yeah, those
proper.
are rock racers because you have rock crawlers, you have rock racers, and you have trail trucks. So they do have different classes.
The only
But they
problem, with an actual crawler though, is it's just like a big set of wheels, this little tiny, like
It's like a spider.
metal off it, like It is.
So the crawler category is a combination of many different factors for the vehicle.
Well, it does do different rocks. Like,
So you're saying the TRX6 is not a crawler, it's a trail truck.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. This is a crawler. This is a crawler.
And so is the Temper 2 is a crawler too, correct?
Yes.
The Temper 2 would be a crawler, yes. This is a small one, but they do have, these are crawlers.
So what is a Marlin crawler?
Marlin truck, the Marlin from Toyota?
I don't know. I'm just reading the question.
Oh.
That's more of that's like a scale trail truck.
Yeah, it's a scaled trail truck.
Yeah.
So trail trucks are made to do some crawling. Some can do decent amount of crawling, but they can climb over things, but then they can also go fairly decent pace through the woods.
It's a trail truck that can actually do crawling, yes, or rock crawling. But it's not a crawler per se, or a comp crawler. I guess there's different words or different category that you can play with them, but it's weird how people, they say, oh, this is a crawler. Well, yes, it can crawl, but it's actually in the category of a trail truck that's been converted to crawl.
So when you go to G6, that's a trail crawling event.
Yes, it is. Actually, it is. On a G6, that's all it is. You do a lot of trails, you hit a rock and you climb on top of a rock and you go. You do not see competition crawlers there because it would be so easy for them and so boring.
Yeah, like the comp crawlers, 4-wheel steering, like the things are like spiders. Actually, what do you call it? RC 4-wheel drive. They've got one, the boom, is it? Or something they have it. What's the name of the RC 4-wheel drive crawler?
The Bully.
Yeah, Bully.
Oh,
yeah, Bully. Yeah. So
Bully
that's a true crawler. Like,
oh yeah, with motor on the axles and everything like that. That's just crazy.
Well, people are getting some of those. Well, the trail trucks are getting bigger too. I mean, look at the 5th scale Red Cat clawback and and everybody's starting to make a lot of 8 scale trail trucks. There's going to be a new category eventually booming from that, from the bigger scale vehicles of those. Who knows? They'll be called the G7 and have the 8 scalers doing that stuff.
Yeah, but they've been trying that forever, and the 5th scale never really took off. Like there's 5th scale, you have a 5th scale Red Cat. Exceed actually make a really good 5th scale crawler, but they never took off. Like so,
I think it's because of the price. Mind you, the price of some of our trail trucks has been getting very expensive. Like when you take the TRX 6, it's starting to be a very expensive 1/10 truck.
Yeah, like, but that exceed 1/5 one, it's cheap. It's only like $300 or something.
Yeah, but it's old. That truck is like 5 or 6 years old now. So the price pretty much stayed the same all the time. And back then it was an expensive car.
Yeah, never changed price. Like, but that thing is that thing's just an animal as well. There's no stopping that thing. Like.
Yeah.
The clawback's actually fairly cheap for its size. It's like less than $600. It's like $500 something.
The problem with them though, I used to have a clawback as well. It's like the 110 crawlers, I can throw 3, 4 of them in the back of my car. The clawback, I throw that in the back of my car. I'm not getting anything else in the car. They're good for a while. They're a novelty. The spare wheels actually make good 110 scale stands. So
I did you see that video that that $180 6-wheel drive against the TRX6 that Rich did? That thing was pretty impressive.
for
You know,
which
that-
one?
That HP something, the PO something, that 6-wheel drive of the Mercedes 6-wheel drive. That's $180. He put it against the TRX6. In
Oh,
some cases,
the one Richie
yeah,
done.
yeah. That was actually pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It actually had a better incline climb too, because it
That
was
thing-
lower than the ground.
Long time though, because Killer Body even make a body that fits that thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for $180, you're getting 6-wheel drive already. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
bad.
but there is Japanese knockoff. There is some that are pretty cheap. The problem is when they break down, where do you get the parts? So it's really hard to get the parts. It's almost like a throwaway car once it breaks down. So just like your little one that you just got,
I had to go to Amazon.
Yeah, like where do you get parts for them? A lot of parts are interchangeable, which is nice. But yes, Traxxas, you can get parts. Yes, it's expensive, but it's with like any toys. That's why people buy Milwaukee drills or Makita or whatever. They buy good product because they know they can get the service for them, and they pay for it.
I know that the axial 6-wheel drive is in between the two in price.
Okay.
The 6-wheel drive axial one.
Yeah. Don't know.
It's in between the two, a TRX4 and that HP or the P, whatever it's called. It's between in the price in those.
Hmm.
Like a mid-range, you would consider it like a mid-range vehicle like that.
Hey Jack, what's up?
Oh, Jack's in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Oh yeah, there he is. There's the old man.
Who else is in there?
Barbecue, RC Bicer Boy, Green Frog, Tug RC Player. Earl is in the house.
Too good.
JP Slayer, Island Duke. Who am I missing? Trying to see if I'm missing anybody. Not that. Yeah. Jack, obviously. I think that may be it. But
Yeah.
There's
It's
no
crazy.
Roll.
It's crazy. Tonight I almost missed our RC talk because I was upstairs watching TV, just relaxing and playing my game on my iPad, and then I just, for some odd reason, oh, it's actually Brad that sends me an email. It's like 9:12 or something like that.
Yeah, I did.
And he sends me an email. Don't forget to send me an invite. And I see that. As soon as I see Brad, it clicks on me. I go, shoot, we're Thursday night. I got to get down to it.
I saved the day. I saved the day.
So,
I was just out doing something with my kids for Halloween. They were trick or treating, like so.
yeah, same here. I was busy doing trick or treat. And then we just came
Yeah.
back, just finished relaxing. Everybody went to bed. And all of a sudden I received the email. I go, whoa, I got to get ready. And I got to get.
What did you go with as anything, Sean?
Myself, that's enough. Scared the kids. Just
You and that derby hat. Right?
the derby. That's old school Irish Peaky Blinders. That's
Yeah. And you know what? The islands out there, like you guys started that trend with that hat. Didn't you? Hey, Tuga. Tuga's with us. Hey, Tuga.
Hey guys,
Hey, Toga. How's things?
good, thank you.
Hey, CCXRC's in the house. Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
I just sent you a link, Tony, on Facebook.
Swampers RC is in as well. I don't see much point in getting the HG trail truck because of all the plastic frame rails.
Oh, yeah.
Totally agree, Swampers.
He got his
Both of
flex
those not
back.
there, which is surprising.
I saw the new comp crawler from RC 4-wheel drive, and I did a quick review, unboxing and review on it.
Is it good?
It looks pretty good. It's very good quality, and it's got a lot of good stuff. And right out of the box, it's a good little truck.
Oh, I see that the new there's a new HPI out that everybody's saying they're not out, but there's someone that's already bought the second version of a particular the jump shot. The jump shot's out now.
Jump
HPI's
shot, yeah.
finally put up the jump shot too.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
HPI is coming out with a lot of stuff. Tony actually covered it on his RC Conspiracy the other night.
Okay.
He done a whole section on the HPI. It's coming out.
Yeah, I know. I was on that day. The HPI jump shot 2 has several different variants of its own chassis. From what I understand.
Hey guys, I'm here at the 110 Hobbies again, having some fun, and look what just came in, the RC 4-wheel drive CX2 competition truck. So this is really cool. It's got the 4-door body, the Mojave 4-door, and it's comp ready, which means it's got some upgrades onto it. So it's got the R3 transmission. It is a ready to run truck.
So I just got to finish putting it together and upload it.
I thought RC 4-wheel drive was very expensive.
Well, it's about the same price as a SCX10. This one's ready to run and all that. Some people are bitching about the price, and they're saying that it's a ready to run, but it's ready to go. It's a Comp 2 truck, and people are saying, well, they took parts that they had in stock and they made a truck with it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's
Every company does that. Like,
yeah.
so.
You call that a parts bin truck?
Yeah, but supposedly they did do a new frame for it. So the frame they did is new. The Delran body plate at the back where the flatbed is, that's brand new. So there is some stuff that they did is kind of cool. The front bumper is a TF2 bumper. I like the fact that they got the round lights, so it's the old body that they have on there. So it's a nice little truck. Very well built. It's nice. It's got some nice weight to it.
Is anybody?
Barbecue RC said RC 4-wheel drive vehicles and parts quality in my eyes.
Yep.
JMRC. I actually had trick or treaters first time in 8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm wondering, does anybody have the Arma Mojave? I've seen many people have it now. Is anybody here who has it?
No, not yet.
People are impressed with its performance. Oh, and JT RC, he made one that was more for he lowered the suspension just to see what type of like more of an on-road version, making it like an on-road version of it, and it worked really well.
Hey, what's up, Steve O'D?
Hey, Steve O'D.
I don't know. I have a UDR now, so I don't know about the Mojave. So.
Well, he was able to modify it to do more like on-road use if he wanted it to, and then he could put it back to doing it the way you're like a rock racer, more or less, like with
Yeah, Tony said just saw the Mojave and it looks really nice.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, to go see the fundraiser that Earl is doing. He's looking for funds to bury his dad on GoFundMe. So here's the link again for some people that missed it. earlier. And Steve O'D's in the house. Steve O, I did send you an email. Green Frog RC, I did send you an email also. Man, I'm starting to cough again.
JMRC is asked, must be asking Steve, is it snowing in the D? It is out here in West Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
It hasn't stopped raining here since bloody Sunday.
Yeah, here too, it's raining a lot and the temperature's supposed to go down. We might get some snow tomorrow.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No. I don't have to deal with that.
So Earl said, thanks, Frank. We desperately need any and all help we can get.
So what have you been doing with your stuff, Tuga?
Myself.
What do you
Well,
like what you've been playing with?
Working with any new trucks?
I got something tomorrow, but I'll be making a video about
Oh, yeah.
Top
that.
secret.
I've been working on my cage. It's sitting not on my cage, but just sitting there. Just servicing it, and tomorrow I'll be getting a new toy. Actually, 2 new toys. One of them being a freaking TV. So, if you guys got any 4 years old, keep them away from the TVs.
I don't like good advice.
I don't know. I just went in, turned on the TV, and the screen is completely broken. That's the second TV.
Oh no.
Really?
Oh my God.
Second TV in 2 years.
That's
Oh,
because he's
oh.
4 and he's throwing things around?
So, yeah.
You have to put some metal mesh around it or something.
Yeah, that's the reason I got a plasma. When plasma was still around, I got a big 52-inch plasma. I said, my son can throw things at it all you want because it's got a glass in front. But the new LEDs and LCDs, they don't. So
No.
What I need to do is put an electric fence around it or something.
Electric fence.
You need to put a metal mesh in front of the screen so he doesn't break it.
You just get a dog collar, and every time you pick something up to throw it, shock him.
God, I'd be so ticked off all the time if he was doing that stuff.
Kids are kids. The
I know.
amount of crap my kids smashed on me is unreal. Like that.
Doesn't mean you don't get it.
I can't complain. I was probably 10 times worse myself. So
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't get angry when they do crap like that.
Mm.
That's just wrong.
Did any one of you ever did an upgrade on a TT01 with the carbon fiber chassis?
I did.
Yeah, how was it?
Right. The upgrade I done, it was an Eagle Racing upgrade. So it was really good. I ended up for upgrading it completely with the Eagle Racing kit. So I end up for having 2 cars basically.
Oh, yeah? Those kits are not available anymore, eh? I quickly looked online.
no.
I didn't see them.
No, it was mine was the version 2. But I think you can still get the version 3.
Okay.
But it was good. It handled great. I managed to get overdrive gears as well.
Cool.
So it was quite good. Because the stock, it drifts, but it does not have that angle that you need.
Yeah, it's
So-
a turning radius. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Hey,
It's easily done, to be honest.
Mhm.
Has
Well, it's just
anybody-
like the one I'm working on right now is a TT01, and I got a special body to put on it. But I'm trying to make it very low because, but the body is so thin in front that I actually had to cut. I had to cut the whole body on the front. So the whole front here is all cut, the side, and even on the other side. So the whole chassis, the whole frame in the front, I had to cut it down.
That
Yes.
almost looks like that almost
It's
looks
still
like a,
strong. It's still very strong. It won't bend, but it does twist now. So it does twist a little bit easier, but I don't care because it's a rear wheel drive now. So everything was taken off the front. So it's only a rear wheel drive now. So
that looks like a Tamiya chassis.
it is. It's a Tamiya TT01.
Oh, TT01. Okay, you said I thought you said GT01. Yeah, TT01. Why'd you make it rear wheel drive?
Because the car I'm building is only rear wheel drive.
Oh, what car? Yeah, I understand your logic there because I feel the same way about that too, Frank. Just
Yeah.
like why is a Mazda Miata new body style on a MO5 chassis when it should be on an MO6 chassis?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to get the parts and I'll flip it around. There is a way to flip it around, but I need parts and I need little arms because the arms for the sway bars and all that, they all have to be redone.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, Trail Critter?
Hey, Trail
Hey.
Critter, how you doing?
AC Froggies, RC, Fergie's, RC. He's in the house too.
Turn solo.
Brandon Tillman, what's up? He's in the house too.
There's a
Hey.
lot of guys that I took the wrench away because of the thing that's going on with YouTube. So I've taken off. I might have maybe 2 or 3 people that still have new wrenches.
So your TT01 chassis, I would say John from Net Cruisers, he's probably done a fiberglass body. Or Steve O'D might have done one as well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But it's going to be fine. But one thing I noticed with this chassis, it doesn't even have the top brace. And I'm going to re-put the top brace on it, and because I can get it at Asia Tees or a bunch of other places for about $5. So I was even thinking of just taking a piece of aluminum, doing 2 holes, and just restring the frame. But since it's going to be rear wheel drive, I don't care that much. I don't think it's going to matter that much.
You know, hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Like on real cars, you want to stiffen up the chassis. You want to do want to stop twist. Doesn't matter where it is on the car. You want to stop the twist.
Mhm.
It'll level out your It'll level out the cornering ability.
True.
So you should put a spine on it from back to front. You
Mhm.
should put a brakes on. I'm telling you that you need the car chassis rigid if you want it to handle well.
Mhm.
I mean, they work on the same premise. They're just smaller. It's the same physics as it is in a car.
Okay, Jack, I give you back your wrench before you start crying. And some people. Archie
You know-
Basher boy, you do not have a wrench and you're not going to get a wrench.
Oh, he's gonna cry.
Maybe.
Hi, Gabriel. Hey, Frank, you know, the new CCO2 chassis, they have that new Mercedes body on it that's out now.
Yeah.
But they did make one mistake, even though the CCO2 is a totally new chassis, but that particular body, Mercedes G500 of the new body style that's out for 19 and 20,
Yeah.
is actually an independent front suspension chassis on it now. It has an
Yeah, I
IR.
know. That's what a lot of people were saying. It says, why did they do a front axle? They should have left the front IFS and keep the rear fixed axle. They should have kept that.
You could always put a different body on it to keep it where it has a live axle up front for such a car, such a truck. But that one should have had an independent front suspension because that's what is on it now with that body style.
They should have just left it alone. Why bring out an old truck again? So they should have just left it alone.
The CCO.
Well, they wanted to jump in the bandwagon of everybody doing scale trucks, but the problem is
Yeah.
everybody that's doing scale truck does want the independent front suspension, and
Yeah.
there are some people making it, but it's a little bit more expensive. They should have kept the independent front suspension, but maybe in their mind they're saying everybody's doing a solid front axle, so why don't we?
Yeah.
But
Because
like I said,
a lot of people say that, like Ford Raptors, and there's a whole bunch of other trucks that are out there that
Front
are
independent.
4x4, and they all have independent front suspension.
that particular body style of the G Wagon that just came out is front independent suspension chassis.
Yep.
If you could put an older old body on it, which would be a live axle up front. The body style before that one had a live axle up front.
Mm-hmm. No, some people are still going to build it.
All right, later, AC Fergies.
See you later. Thanks for dropping in.
Who's leaving? Who left?
AC Fergies, RC.
Brandon Timbin said Dree was pissed. He made a video about it. Oh, I gotta find out what he was pissed for.
No, but he's just pissed at ours. I think he actually has he was trying to watch Scott Zella's video, actually, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it kept glitching, couldn't get a sign, like, so he was pissed about that.
RC Basher Boy said he was having problems with it too.
Yeah, I watched it fine. It played no problem of mine, but I know I think Dre had a problem with it. Dre actually posted it and was like, "What the hell, YouTube?" or "What the f YouTube?" or something.
Yeah, you turned comments off too. I'm glad someone was upset they missed one of my videos.
Yeah, Scott, you don't seem to make a heck of a lot of videos, just like me. But actually, I had some videos up, but I had to have someone help me make the video. But it wasn't on my phone, and they can't seem to transfer what they have to my email, so I can put it on my channel of what I was doing, which upsets me.
I got 3 videos I need to post.
What?
Plus one I got 3 videos I need to post, plus one I haven't even looked at yet. But you're right, I don't post a lot, but when I do have them, I try to spread them out a little bit, especially because my videos aren't 1 minute long. They're usually, it's about 6 to 8. If I always post one of those every day, people are like, man, not that guy again.
Yeah, videos every day, huh?
Hey,
So,
Frank?
Tank Trail Cutter RC wants to know: have you any footage coming out of the event you hosted?
Yes, I did take a little bit of footage, not too much, but there is a guy that came here. He did a video, and I'm just trying to find it right now to actually push the link up. It's basically at the beginning when I say the rules, and he is going to have a bunch of different parts on there.
So, hey, what's up, Ball Gear?
Hey, Frank. I bet you haven't gotten to my video from last summer.
No, I haven't. Like I said, since I came back from vacation, we've been so busy. Then I was sick. I had the stupid cold, and still very busy at work. I got like 10 videos, of my stuff backed up that I haven't done. I've only been posting live videos lately. There's nothing in the queue for production videos.
I've noticed that, but I'm hoping they'll get out someday.
Yeah.
Because I hope you haven't forgotten about me, regardless of your busyness.
No, your video's still on the desktop waiting to be done.
So, does anybody know if anybody's been affected by the fires out west? Any of the people we talked to, like Filthico and Rich?
Earl lost power last week. But I think he's been affected the most with the fires out there.
Oh, I hope he stays safe, and I'm still sorry about his father.
Yeah.
It's a bad time. The fires and the father, I mean, God, it's like looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, true. So Greens RC, Frank beat the clock video. So if you guys want to see a video of the event I just had, this is the video here. Let's see if I can share that.
Oh, bollocks.
So there was 17 people that came. So we made teams of 2. And of course, the video was buffering. There we go. There was a lot of nice trucks.
Where's yours?
I actually did not have time to take one out and actually have fun on the trails with the boys. I was busy hosting and doing the event. So there I am talking and telling the rules of the event.
Wow, you really look like that Colt there.
We live in Canada.
How?
But this guy here, he actually built a 6x6, and it's a scratch, but it's a 1/10 8x8. This thing is so nice. Not that one, but here it is. So it's a 10th scale 8x8 built with Wraith axles. And this thing is huge. 3D printed cab. He's got a 3D printer at home. And that's a full size truck at the back. It was nice.
Did he? What type of axles did he use?
It looked like
Wraith axles.
he put the cross RC wheels on though, did he?
Yeah, I think so.
They look
Could
like
have used Vanquish axle.
they look like the ice coast wheels.
Vanquish axles would have worked well for that 8x8, wouldn't it have?
Yeah, probably. But I'm not sure if they would have been wide enough. So anyways, there's some footage of the event that I had, and everybody had some fun. It was interesting the way we did it. Especially the way I wanted to do it is it was beat the clock, which meant I had 2 trails and teams of 2. And how it worked is you got to do a buddy system. So if you're stuck, you got to help your buddy, because when you go on the trails with people, don't go alone. You always go with people.
Yeah.
So you got to help each other. So benefit of helping each other is if you flip and you actually flip your buddy over, you actually gain a minute. So you get no penalty. But if you flip and you touch it with your hand and put it back, you lose a minute. So it's whoever did the trail the fastest. And at the end, we tallied the score. For judging, for reffing the trail, team 1 and 2 took off. Team 1 was driving. Team 2 was actually reffing for them, so taking points. And then when they came back, then team 2 drove and team 1 reffed, which was nice because people could talk to each other. And the way I did the teams is I picked names out of the hat. So people were matched up with complete strangers, so they could talk, and it was actually very fun. A lot of people really enjoyed it. It was a different way of doing an event, and people liked it.
So how long did you guys do it for?
Took about 4 hours to get done.
Oh, did you give out a prize?
Yep, I gave out prizes. Paul, the ropes from Paul, I had 15 or 17 of them, so I kind of doubled them up and give them as door prize. Pretty much everybody took off with something.
Did anybody win a car?
No, there was no cars, but I did have a set of Boom Racing tires to give out. So there was 4 tires. So that was the most expensive stuff. So they were having fun.
I see that people can still get 4 tires, depending on what it's for like $25 for a 2 pair, meaning you get 4. Which, and I hear some of those tires that are cheap like that are actually pretty good. I know you hate the word cheap, but they're good for what you paid for them.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get affordable tires that are good.
So, are you going to make are you thinking of getting a TO7 or TO8 new? I think they have an MO7 and an MO8 coming out.
Doubtful. I have to finish the projects that I have on the go right
Oh
now.
yeah. Well, just to let you know, there's new mini chassis out. New
Oh, I know
MO7
there
and
is.
MO8s. I also saw that Net Cruiser got himself a 420 and a 419 chassis.
Yeah.
They're very good because they're race chassis.
Mm-hmm.
I take it these are Tamiya's you're talking about, Brad, are they?
Yes.
Is there any
Yeah,
other RC vehicle out there that you actually like other than Tamiya?
I like Armon. I like Kyosho.
We should have
Can we
Tamiya
talk about
drinking game.
Kyosho? Can we talk about Kyosho for the next hour then?
You want to talk about Kyosho for the next hour?
Yeah.
Every time Brad says Tamiya, everybody has to take a drink.
Yeah.
Then you all be slotch.
Man, shocked every time he says Tamiya. Man, I wouldn't be able to get up off this chair.
I think they have new. I think Kyosho has some new mini Z's that are out. You know, I found out that they actually had front wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, of course, rear wheel drive chassis for the mini Z's.
Did you know?
I didn't know that.
Brad, you know Steve O'D actually called his dog Tamiya.
What?
Steve O'D called his new dog Tamiya.
Yeah, that's true.
He has a new dog and he calls him Tamiya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did he get a new dog?
A while back. He actually showed him on his live stream. You don't watch our live streams?
I haven't in a while because I don't get to be on the video that often.
Hey, congrats, Propaganda. RC Propaganda hit 1,000 subs today.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Cool. Congratulations.
Boy 81, happy Halloween to you too.
Yeah, nobody tonight is wearing a costume.
Oh, I just found out. You guys have heard of Express, right?
Express?
Yeah, they're a radio control car company that make chassis.
No,
Racing chassis.
I don't think I did.
Never heard of them.
They're usually on RC Mart. RC Mart advertises them.
I don't go on RC Mart that often. So.
Well, they have their own video channel.
Oh yeah.
They have a new Express front wheel drive. I swear they said it was a drifting chassis or it was a touring car chassis. It was for racing. A front wheel drive one, and that's like the first front wheel drive they've ever made. Yeah, there's a company called Express that's popular out there for that type of stuff, for drifting and touring car racing, and they just made a front wheel drive chassis.
Yeah. He says I'm dressed up as a Bon Jovi groupie. That's because I went to see the concert, man, when he came here in Montreal. And oh yeah, Brad Kalman is dressed up also tonight. He's dressed up as Ghost, so that's why his image is black. Tonight he's a ghost.
I'm a disemboweled body. My voice is disemboweled.
Scottzilla is a rocker. Sean with his hat. What could Sean be? Looks like a private eye, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure with his hat.
I said I'll turn it the way I normally wear it, Lola.
Dude looks like a mountain man.
I'll turn it that way for you.
And there are lots of mountains in Scotland, so.
Indeed.
I wish I could get out golfing, Steve-O. I haven't been golfing. I haven't got one round of golf this year. That's shameful. So it is. Yeah. Completely shameful.
AC/DC.
Oh, no way, Jim. Don't compare me to Bono. Joshua Tree is the only good.
Bono.
Yeah, Joshua Tree is the only good album they ever had. Every other album after that sucked.
I mean, Joshua Tree
is the most overrated band out there. Like, I don't know how they get the recognition they do.
The Joshua Tree was a very good album.
It was the only good album, so it was.
The only good one was the first one.
That was
What's
Joy.
that?
New Year's
That was
Day.
not
And,
Yeah, that was Joy Tree.
that's
Yeah.
what I ever listened to.
I can't stand you two, man. It just, don't get me started on you two.
What about Peter Gabriel?
Yeah, he's good.
He he's got great solo stuff that he's done.
All good. All good. Yeah, propaganda. I seen the video you put up today off there. I just haven't finished watching it, so I seen that the one you put up today of the RC 4-wheel drive event.
So are there going to be any winter events?
I'm thinking of doing a winter event. It's either going to be a Christmas parade event or just a urban crawl downtown Ottawa around Christmas time. So I want people to do a trailer and dress it up with lights and put a Christmas tree on the trailer and let's do a parade downtown Ottawa. That's what I want to do this winter.
I hope Ottawa, the city, will let you do that.
Of course, why not? We're just walking on the sidewalk.
I would like to see you do. You since you did that crawl recently, that trail ride. You should do a winter trail ride.
It's a little tougher winter trail ride because you got to pack the trails. Keep in mind when we get snow in Canada, the snow is so deep it's over your knees. So it makes it very hard to go in the trails unless you got snowshoes.
No.
So what you could do, since you say it goes up to your knees, and I'm sure it's mostly more wet snow because we get a lot of drier snow down here in Ohio.
It's dry. There's a lot of dry snow. There is some wet one, but as soon as you get in the woods, no matter what, you're in the woods and you just sink because there the snow doesn't pack as much as an open field, so you just sink.
Make sure it's wet anyway. Nobody likes a dry one, so
Yeah.
good.
Even though the wet is the most slick, the wet is the most slick, and it's the heaviest.
Well, there's
But-
one year here, it was like 10 degrees, like it was for you guys Fahrenheit, I'm not sure, but it was so warm. You had a small little tiny coat, but it was actually between Christmas and New Year. And it was so nice outside. And I just put a post on Facebook. I said, hey, weather's awesome. Come down to my trail this weekend. So everybody came down between Christmas and New Year and drove the trail at my house. And it was so weird because we didn't have no snow back then. So like really late December and just before New Year, maybe not even 3 days before New Year. It was fun.
What you could do, since you say it comes up to your knees in the woods, you could plot out an area in the woods and make some areas where you pat the snow going up and then going down into like a tunnel and then going up because of the snow can make a tunnel. You know what I mean? And have them drive through that and make some type of course like that.
Okay, I'm over 50 years old and you want me to get a heart attack to make all that in the snow in the back?
You're in better shape than me, I'm sure, Frank. So have your son help you.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Ryan's asking the Tank RC email for video link sent.
I saw that.
It's a low frosty 92 degrees here at 11 p.m. I wish the wind is howling outside. Like it's crazy. It's like all week. It's the only good thing about it this week was I was able to get the UDR the other day to the park. I had no kids in the park, so I was able to actually take my UDR for a drive. That's a good thing about the rain, That's one good thing about the rain.
Sean, where'd you go to drive it?
All right, Island. I just went down to one of the freaking little school parks beside my house there. So
I bet it'll be a lot of fun when it snows.
it is, but cleaning it's a pain in the ass. It's annoying putting batteries in and out of it are really starting to annoy my happiness. So
One thing's for sure, the motors and ESC stay colder during the cold. They won't overheat in this weather when the weather gets colder. So as
Yeah,
easily.
the batteries will drain quicker.
Yeah, the battery will probably drain quicker, but the ESC probably won't. Hi, Steve-O, probably won't overheat, or the motor.
And Kagan did not get his rope and his stickers because when I copied paste his email address onto my envelope, because I didn't want to make any mistakes, I forgot the 4 in his address. So it was sent to 1111 or 111, and it should have been sent to 4111 instead. So it bounced back and got back to me. So I'm going to have to pay another $8 to send it to him.
All right, later, Osboy.
Someone just leave?
Yeah, Osboy81. See you later.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while, actually.
So Steve-O, you've been dishing out a lot of videos. I got to catch up with some of your videos. I haven't seen any videos in a week and a half.
Hello, Ryan, or James.
Not sure how many. Only like 3.
I haven't seen any videos in a week and a half.
Hello, Ryan, or James.
Yeah, James, you have your other video on. You have your the live video that's on right now. So you actually
gotta
have
mute
2 videos. Mute the YouTube and just use the audio of Zoom.
The Avante Speed Racer.
All right, later, Fern Solo.
Mute the YouTube and just use the audio. No, it's still there. James is doing the newbie mistakes that most people do.
I still do it, James, and I do lives every Friday, so don't worry about it.
Hey, James, where are you?
Michigan.
There you go, fellow Michigander.
You
Hold
live
on,
near
I got another video open here. So hold on, I'm gonna start this fresh with just the link you sent me, Tank.
Okay.
Be right back. Because my video's stuttering for some reason.
Yeah, it's because you got too many windows open.
No, I didn't. No. My son's watching videos, so yeah.
Well, it seems fine from this end.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're coming
you
in
have a
fine.
picture, it's fine.
Because I got another. Man, why is that other window open? Okay.
Yeah, you seem fine now, Ryan. So
Hold on.
Because you can keep the YouTube window open, you mute it, and then you'll still see the chat come in. And you can do
I
pop-out
remember
chat.
this. This is the window that I was watching and not the YouTube one. I got it now. I remember.
Okay,
Exit minimized. Ah, there it is.
you found it?
Got it. Thank you for the patience.
Hey, James, you live on the western side of Michigan or the eastern side?
We live in between Lansing and Detroit, about halfway in Brighton, Howell area, Livingston County.
Oh, so you're a few hours away from Steve-O.
My cousins
Hey,
live in
I think we were talking about that before. I think I don't know.
You guys are still close enough to drive on a weekend.
Well, yeah. When I get back at it, I got one more surgery coming up, and then I'll be back. I'll be back at it after winter time.
I got surgery on the 11th.
propaganda.
What's
You
that?
got surgery when, Steve-O?
On the 11th.
Oh, you're getting surgery on the 11th.
Yeah. Spine surgery.
Ouch.
Keep us up to date, Steve-O. I hope you'll make it through just fine.
Yeah.
You probably won't be on that week because you'll probably be recuperating from surgery.
Yeah.
You want to see
Maybe
my
we'll
new
have a
remote
photo-
control toy?
Sure.
It's a 6-legged robot. I've been building him for, I don't know, probably a couple years, but all of his legs move and he walks around on 6 legs. So when you press like forward, it runs a little bit of sketch and it'll like lift the leg, move it forward and set it back down. And it does that for each of the legs. So it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
She's
nice.
getting there. Just got all the old servos. I've been collecting old servos from garage sales for like a year now. It takes 24 of them.
24 servos. Wow.
24 just on the legs.
Hey, James, do you have any RC cars?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait.
You know those. RC cars are kind of in the scheme of things a light robotic vehicle. So
3 right there. There's probably about 8 more over there hanging. And then my son's bedroom, he left and after school went back to his mom, so his room's full too. No, we're bashers. I don't do the racing thing. I don't want to stay with any kind of, you got to run this, you got to run that, all that crap. We just go out and find a field and beat them up and bring 7, come back with 1,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about some racetrack is they limit you at what kind of motor you need, what kind of ESC, even up to what kind of tires you got to run. I know they're trying to make it equal for everybody in the race, so everybody has the same motor. But if I have a motor less powerful than them, I'd love to throw it on the track and have fun with them.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'd probably slow them down, but heck, I just want to have fun on the track.
Well, maybe the motor isn't as fast, but maybe you got more low end torque. So off the get, you'll go faster, but not as much.
You could go
top end.
Or you could go into the turns faster. You keep more speed and get more speed coming out. I mean, like in real racing, they try to make it equal, but some cars are actually faster than others in certain areas because of how the car is designed. Yeah. So some are going to be better on a twisty track, and some are going to be better with more straightaway track because they got more power. Or they geared differently to go faster.
Yeah.
You could have the same amount of horsepower, but you could gear it in such a way where it's faster than the others because it's geared differently.
With all these ESCs and different sets coming out with the motors, the pinion gear I've been finding is the biggest choice you're going to make on how you're going to do is how many teeth you got on your pinion.
Yeah.
And so I heard somebody last time I was here saying, I added 1 tooth to it and it overheated and just about caught on fire, and with that other tooth, it was fine. So,
but you know what he could have done. I know the pinion's like a real big thing, but if he felt, oh no, it's overheating, and stuff, but he could have added he could have changed the spur so he could have kept the pinion, which would have made a difference. That also makes the difference. If you have that type of, you want that 1 extra tooth, but so why don't you just change the spur gear so you can run that extra tooth? Yeah.
Drop it down a quarter of a ratio.
Yeah.
1/4%, whatever. That 1 tooth on that spur is about 1/4%, 0.5%, something like that.
But then there's people, there are people in real life that run the real cars, and I also know in radio control cars you can get 1-to-1 ratio. And I hear that's like the most optimal thing to do, but it's hard to do.
Yeah, with the snowmobile clutch, the centrifugal pressure clutch on a snowmobile, when you go faster, the one pulley gets bigger and the other one gets smaller, and then it switches off to get that 1-to-1 you were talking about.
That's what they do with the CVT transmissions. That's what those are. They put them in cars too. They're called CVT transmissions.
Yep. Glorified friggin' snowmobile fucking belt.
and then they put them now they're putting them in 3,000-pound vehicles. Those transmissions. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, it's crazy some of the stuff they're coming up with.
But then they can make real module design, multiple geared automatics. I mean, now they got 10-speed, 9-speed, 8-speed. That's all regular thing on our cars we drive. You get better low end, and you get better top end, and better gas mileage for all those gears.
Yeah, add another pad, get 2 more gears, add another disc set inside the tranny, so you can engage and disengage different ratios.
I mean, even the high-end sports cars are getting 10-speed. Like Camaros and 10-speed automatic. Semi-automatic transmissions if you want it to be in that mode, but
Yeah, and each speed gets you going about 20 miles an hour faster until you get to the last one.
And the gas the gas mileage increases too on the high horsepower engines when you put more gears in it.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't have to
Gas
work
mileage
as hard.
gets better.
That's true.
That's why we're seeing high horsepower vehicles getting decent gas mileage, because they're for what that horsepower they have, because they're putting extra gears in the tranny to make it run at a better rate, so they're not burning more fuel.
Yeah, they're running at their optimal range.
Yeah.
They're I forget what they call it. Some the motorcycle dudes do it with their 2-strokes, their power band or something.
Yeah, the power band and 2-stroke. Yeah. A lot of dirt bikes have the power band.
Yeah, like the old
4-stroke engines have a sweet spot too. 4-stroke engines, like with our cars, I mean, they have where they could hit better low end or mid end or top end, or sometimes they can get it pretty neutral throughout the whole band, where they got gobs of torque in every area. That's all due to the gearing that they put on, the transmissions they put on.
Yeah, my old Kawasaki used to have a power band, like old dirt bike I had when I was a kid.
But then you got the electric motors that just keep pulling and pulling and pulling, because the torque never stops.
Hey, Bobake Altered RC, how do you smoke peanut butter?
Smoke peanut butter?
It says I smoke peanut butter, healthy alternative.
Peanut butter is the most disgusting thing ever made. It should be banned, and
what?
It should be banned.
Good.
It should be banned throughout the whole world.
No, peanut butter is good.
Disgusting.
Stick it in the toaster or is it some kind of mishmash the teens have come up with new or something? Or I just turned 50, man. I don't know any of that new lingo.
No, he's probably commenting to a comment I replied to him earlier, and I said peanut butter is banned worse than smoking. No,
making people fat.
Keegan, you're sideways. You're sideways, man. Hey, Sean, but you'll eat a peanut. You'll eat the peanut that's out of the shell, right?
No,
so you just don't like peanuts in general.
No, I do. I'll eat peanuts and Snickers.
Okay, because that's mixed with
peanut butter. Explain to me how the hell that is that creamy crap that comes in it, like that. It's like something that came out of a kid's diaper. Like
no, it's crushed up peanuts.
The next time you look at peanut butter, you're gonna think you're a kid.
I've cleaned up diapers and I know what it looks like, but let me tell you.
So that's
it might look like it, but it sure doesn't taste like it.
In other words, you like Snickers that looks like that.
Keegan just entered the house.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Okay.
Just entered in time. They just entered in time. Keegan, what's your thoughts on peanut butter?
I like it. Certain types better than others, but yeah.
That's disgusting.
But Sean will eat it in a candy bar.
I'm gonna run for president just to ban peanut butter.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna vote for you.
Huh?
Nobody's gonna vote for you.
Well, if he runs, they're sure the hell not going to vote for Trump, so he just might win.
Yeah. The funniest thing, like my wife tortures me, like she gets me to make sandwiches for the kids. Like I'd be holding the bread away out like this, and I'm like, it's disgusting. Like, so it is. So just for badness, she makes me, hey, Daddy will make you a peanut butter sandwich.
Grow up, Sean. Grow up.
It's disgusting.
But it's funny. He says he doesn't like peanut butter, but he likes Snickers.
It's just I don't know what it is about peanut butter. It reminds me, it's like the morning after the night before, you know.
I bet you love Marmalade.
I saw an Andrew Zimmerman show, and he took a jar of peanut butter to another country, and he was showing it to the kids, and man, they didn't want anything to do with that stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. So
because the way it looks,
I guess so. But you know, Americans love that stuff. I guess Canadians too.
What about the guy? There was a guy that went in.
Hello, John.
And before in the court, he took the peanut butter and he put it down his pants. And when he was in the court, he stuck his hand down his pants and made it look like he wiped his butt. He had peanut butter all over his fingers and he started licking. You could get the insane, like, you know, oh, this guy is insane.
Yeah,
Get
but what kind of a person does it take to do that?
A good way to get a criminally insane defense, though, isn't it?
But you want to know something? I heard some countries that didn't have peanut butter actually liked it when they got it. So you know,
Hey,
it's funny.
John Martin's in the house.
Dan Corin. Oh no, how lucky me pop in here while having a peanut.
Peanut, you know, a peanut is considered a legume, not a nut.
What?
What?
Yeah, peanut is not considered a nut. It's considered a legume, like lima beans.
Why the frick is it called a peanut?
Yeah.
I don't. Why is a strawberry considered a berry when they say it isn't because of how it looks on the outside? I mean, come on. It's a technical situation. Everybody accepts it that way, but it really isn't that way. It's true. That's what they say. Just like tomato is not a vegetable, but it's used like one.
Okay, so I should stop calling my nuts then. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not nuts.
Not nuts.
Maybe we should call them pebbles and rocks.
They're a legume.
They're legumes.
Yeah, they say a peanut's not a nut; it's actually a legume.
Why is a tornado a fruit?
Tornado, I mean, a strawberry. I said strawberry's not considered as fruit because the seeds are on the outside of the berry, but they don't call it. It's a strawberry, but they don't call it. It's not a berry technically because it has seeds on the outside.
Oh, with seeds on the outside, tomatoes they're on the inside like an apple.
Yeah, and fruits have the seeds on the inside, and that's why a tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable. But even though the tomato is used like a vegetable,
got it.
Well, the seahorse is not actually a horse.
Cucumber. Yeah.
Cucumbers. I mean, pickles are just marinated cucumbers.
Yeah.
I guess so.
How can we put this? How can we use this toward making our RCs run better?
Well, you got like I said, you got those Whipple killer motors that look like cucumbers. I mean,
there you go.
Not talking about Tamiya.
Peanut butter is like
I didn't say anything about Tamiya. I just say, you remember like the innovations? He brought that big looking motor on. I said it looked like a cucumber.
Yeah.
Everybody laughed because it looks like a cucumber. It's just black.
Oh, never mind. Got it.
Maybe we can use all these cucumbers to get us out of a pickle.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good one. 2 points.
I mean, you looked at that motor. It looked like it could look like a cucumber to me. It was long and had rounded sides.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I made my decision on the new Traxxas Max. I'm gonna get it or not.
Oh, are you?
No.
I hear it's an odd. I hear people like it, but they also are they feel it has some handling problem issues.
It's the high center of gravity chassis. Everything's plastic on it. You pay over $500 for all plastic crap. The battery is a specific size. Most of your batteries will not fit in it. The servo for the steering is plastic geared and it's a special size, so you only can buy theirs. You know, all that kind of stuff. It's just they used the name and made the model so the people would jump on and say, I got this, not knowing how crappy it actually was, in my opinion, I must say. Some people like fun.
The Max, I'm sure the Max will have metal gears available for it one day and all these other metal pieces for it eventually. But
what you said makes sense, but I've seen it and I've touched it and I've held it and threw it on the ground and did the drop. And yes, the shocks do need tweaking on it out of the box, but it looks like it's a strong truck.
Got a million
motor might be.
Got a million weight diff. center diff oil in it too.
Yeah,
It has
there,
like
there
soy
is
buddy.
some tweaking to do. It looks like
Yeah.
a fun truck. It looks like it's built tough. It is all plastic, but it's strong plastic.
So
Yeah.
the
Um,
Yeah, so
So what-
Tony from CCRX said it doesn't need metal gears. It's the toughest truck I've ever owned. And he has biced it around that backyard. Like he sent it over them ramps, and the thing just lands and goes. Like
it looks very good.
Yeah,
I've held it in my
it
hand and I did a quick review on it. That's another video I got to pop up. And yes, I like the truck. What I do not like, I think it's overpriced.
Yes, it is
in
overpriced.
Yeah,
Canada,
that's
I
the,
think-
that's it right there. Like by $200.
yes, about 200
200,
bucks.
250. That's where it should be.
Yep.
200.
Wow. How can all of us say 200, 250? All of us across the board, just about. You know.
Because I thought it was way too expensive for what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's up there.
we're all consumers.
worth way
not
more than
sales.
200, 250. You can't even get a brushless fucking slash for less than $200.
Yeah,
so.
that's it. Everybody said 250 because we're all consumers. And
Yeah.
that's
It's at least $350, $400 truck.
Well, 350 for
I think,
a
no, I
metal
think it's a
servo and
$250
stuff,
truck.
you know.
I think it's a very good. It would be in the category price range. I don't think it's as good as it is at its price range. I think it needs to be 250, and then it'd be stellar for that price range.
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna make
still
any
think-
money if it's $250.
yeah, Brad. There's nothing out there to. What are you going to get for $250? That's not
There's a
up.
lot of things you can get for $250 that people like.
Like what?
It's all plastic.
And
There are certain some of the JBL stuff that's really fast. That's around that price. It's
no,
cheaper than that. It's
JBL
just as fast
stuff's
or
like
faster than the Mac.
$350. JBL stuff's at least $300, $350 for their process.
I've seen them go
Yeah.
for 285.
What about the arm of
Oh,
Kraken?
Kyosho,
That thing's $100
Kyosho has
cheaper
a
and it'll
new
walk all over it.
Kyosho
the
has a
Kraken-
new Blizzard.
The Creighton
shut up.
handles
Shut up, Brad.
better.
Shut up, Brad. Shut up, Brad. Brad, be quiet. I just muted you.
Please.
Okay. Kyosho has a new Blizzard 2.0. Did you guys know that?
Did not.
I just saw that at the banner on my local hobby store webpage. Guess we'll
I
have
wish
to
you'd get one, Brad.
look it up because it's written right on the side of it, Blizzard 2.0. So I don't know what they changed from it, but they've been running with the same platform for a long time. So,
Show a
okay,
picture.
Brad is there. Okay, you've calmed down now, Brad?
Yeah, I was just making my point.
Okay, good. So Kyosho has a new truck. I'm trying to find out what that new Max is here in Canada, but in Canada, it's close to 800 bucks. And to me,
Wow.
that's stupid. Like, that's why I'm saying $200 less. That's from Canadian price.
So that's just the Canadian duties added on top of what the cost is.
Well, my problem is for you guys to buy $1 Canadian, it's costing you 75 cents. So it's not
Yeah.
bad. But for me to buy a Canadian US dollar, it's gonna cost me.
Yeah,
So-
okay, I got you. It's gonna cost you $1.30 or so. I got you.
Well, see here in the UK, they cost 570 pounds, which is nearly $700.
Wow.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
I know my mother's coming out for Thanksgiving. I was thinking of sending her home a couple of suitcases of RCs, like making some money.
I know.
Man.
And bring a new bright over with them and then take back an expensive one, you know?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I still like going to garage sales and buying the boxes of parts and putting it back together. Get it for 30 bucks, sink another 40 into it, and end up with same thing pretty much.
So for you guys, what's a Next Max worth for you guys in the US? About
What's the next-
$949.
I think they're like 940, 945 or something like that.
Around a grand.
$8.99.
Around
$8.99
grand.
I paid for mine.
$8.99. Wow.
Yeah.
$1,219 here in Canada.
So the exchange rate's 1.2, 1.3, something like that.
Yeah.
Huh. Do they add more taxes on it on yours there for sales tax, or is it just straight from the U.S.?
No, we do have sales tax. The different
Oh.
provinces have different sales tax.
I
I
gotta
know
mute myself. Hold on.
a Tuga. Isn't the American dollar like you need $1.30 to make a British pound?
I'll get back to you.
I think it's at the moment it's like $1.33 or something, Brad. $1.33, $1.34
Oh yeah.
to get an
To make
English
a British pound.
Yeah.
And it's going to take $1.45 to $1.50 to make a euro.
No, yeah, but $1.40 or something to the euro. The only reason I know is because I have to get both when I go home. I have to get euros and British sterling, and the Brexit's going to fuck us up even more. That goes ahead. If that idiot Johnson gets his way.
So yeah, one pound equals to $1.30.
Yeah. But you know what's so funny is that our money is cheap, is less to make certain monies for other countries of Europe, but everybody wants dollars because I assume it's because it's a much more stable currency, I guess.
No, the pound would be a way more stable currency than the dollar. The pound way more stable.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just curious why everybody still wants the old greenback compared to everybody else's currencies.
Well, who still wants it?
Okay,
That's the way I remember people wanted their monies always transferred into dollars if they most of the time, because we're the biggest place to do business with.
No, it's because we got more money for it. That's the reason. Like if we put it back when I was younger, we put 1,000 sterling in the bank, we were getting $1,500 to $1,600 for it. So then you were getting interest on the $1,600 instead of £1,000. There's ways, there's methods to the madness, right?
Did you say that there was a new Kyosho tank?
Yeah, it's a new Kyosho Blizzard.
Brad,
the track vehicle.
For winter.
It's a
That's
track
the one with
vehicle.
That's the one with the 4 bogies on the bottom. Is it a four bogey system, 4 wheels on the bottom, on the ground? Because I know there's one with 4 and one with 5. There's a ripsaw or something like that too.
The Aurora Borealis was nice.
Yeah, Steve-O's got the ripsaw one, I think.
Yeah.
I hear that ripsaw ready control vehicle is actually very popular now.
It's a good track tank, dude. It's awesome.
After RC Sparks featured it, I'm sure it's selling well now.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit's just the sailors just did a video on it, and it actually climbed up the hill they always use.
Is that
There's
it right
the
there?
new Kyosho 2.0. Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh, we hurt the snowman.
What scale is that?
they're actually a lot bigger in person. Damn things.
Yeah, it does look bigger in person. It's pretty fun and neat. Last winter I did a urban crawl and somebody brought one downtown. It was fun.
But it's actually bigger than you think. Person.
First one have a plow on it.
Yeah, it's got
Was
a
it
plow. You
scale?
can get a scraper at the back.
What would you do with it?
What scale is it?
10.
Oh man.
No, it's probably less than that, isn't it?
Is it 8th or 12th?
I'll see what the website says in a second there.
Blizzard FR. I assume it's faster too.
Yeah, the new one has a new ESC. I know some people put bigger motors in there, but do you really need? I don't think so.
But they have.
You do your driveway with it. Steel tracks. That's something I could get
Yeah,
into.
One of my local hobby shops, they have a load of them, and they're pretty big. Like,
So they're bigger than a 10th.
no, because I don't know the actual size of a real blizzard. So, but they're big. Like,
RC Sparks made a front auger for for a snow blower, and that thing blew like 6. It was a blizzard, and he did his deck, and the thing was shooting like 6 feet snow 6 feet off his deck. So it was actually very powerful. Yeah, the auger was able to shoot it 6 feet off his deck.
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah, but that auger's expensive. Do you ever go on the guy's website that makes them? It's like yeah, it's $3,000 or something for that thing. Like
The Kyosho Blizzard is 1/12 scale.
Oh, I was right. I was right the second time.
Wow, that's a big 112.
yeah.
So what's wrong with those servos, Steel? Why do you keep learning them?
They're tank. They're technically a different type of tank.
For the dig, it just died, and I didn't even run the truck yet. I was just adjusting the endpoints because there's like a little loop that comes outside the transmission that pulls out to engage the dig, and then it pops back in to engage the 4-wheel. Well, the servo, it was going too far to the right, and it was popping out of the loop. So it wasn't engaging it. So I was adjusting the endpoints, and then when I was clicking it, it was working, and then it just stopped, and now it's can't even turn it. I had to buy another one.
I had that happen on my Mini 8.
Yeah.
Is that a digital brushless servo?
Analog.
Analog?
Analog micro Metal Gear servo.
Spectrum. I know Spectrum makes a damn good servo though. I got a bunch of Spectrums here.
Yeah, and this one didn't last.
The problem is you were pushing it too far, and when you do that, when you set your trim, you almost got to go when you set your trim for your dig. Bring both of them almost at minus. Bring them both close and work your way out.
Yeah, I mean that's what I end up doing, and then I was clicking the third channel, and it was going back and forth, engaging, disengaging. It was working perfect, and then it just stopped.
Wow.
You know, like I didn't adjust it any. Once I got it in that sweet spot, and it wasn't popping out, I was just testing it, hitting the button, and I must hit the button too many times because it freaking just stopped.
That's strange.
Sure, it didn't break when you chucked it up against the wall.
It's going to once I can't even open it up because the Phillips on the bottoms are so damn small. It's like I can barely even see them with my eyes. I just wanted to open it up to see what was going on in there.
Yeah, you need to go buy a jeweler's set screwdriver, the very small ones.
Wait a minute, is that like for a helicopter or something?
Yep.
It is. Hold on, I got a couple helicopter servos here. I'll look real quick. Hold on. I can
no,
get opened up.
That's the one. That's the dig for the Capra.
Yeah, the dig.
But keep in mind, servo, you can put a big servo on there, eh? But on the Capra, you might have a problem with real estate.
Yeah, there's no spots really, unless you get them this size.
Okay.
And this comes. The reason why that you have to buy that one is because it comes with this little top hat looking piece, and that fits. It's got like a groove in it, which fits. This piece right here slides over the top of it, and then this piece here goes inside the little hoop, and it turns it on, turns it off, turns it on, turns it off. So, yeah.
I hear there's a company making these new dig systems for some of the crawlers. I think
sucks is how small this, look how small this lead is. You have to buy an extension.
Crazy they give you that lead. Like, you know,
It's like an inch and a half, 2 inches.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
that's insane.
like what can you plug this in? You can't plug it in nothing.
Plug it in and use it to open the radio cover.
Well, I mean, there's 2 spots you could put a receiver in this thing, and one of
Yeah.
them is in the back here, and then
Yeah.
the other one is where I place it in the front, on the back of the battery tray, and the server goes down here in the middle. So there is no possible way that would fit without buying this extension. Yeah. So
Are you gonna get a dig system for it? Because I hear was it Vortex or things makes, I forgot.
has
Well,
a,
It has.
It does have a dig, Brad.
that's what-
I know that you can get it on another car. There's someone making a system now for other cars to get the dig system.
There's a lot
Barbara-
of people. English make digs. RC 4-wheel drive make digs. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people make digs. Like,
Does Tamiya?
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Probably for
I
the
don't know
CC.
if you'll tell me.
Barbecue Barbecue is asking if anyone knows if Axial has plan of selling just the Capra Portals solo. He wants to
Curry.
try them.
I'm not sure. They're Curry.
Yeah, I don't know if they will as a kit, but I know you can just buy the parts, but it's gonna be expensive.
I thought.
Here, can you get me another glass of
There is a problem though. Even the stock wheels that they do send with them, they rub, the insides rub on these portals. So like I bought 9mm extensions and my market ones still rub. The plastic ones they give you just clear it. So what guys are doing is taking a Dremel and you gotta Dremel this down just before you hit the gears. So if you hit the gear, you go too far. But the way that they designed it, you can't fit the wheel on it. It goes on cockeyed because you're hitting, up top here. So you have to Dremel it, which is pretty dumb. They took care of that in pre-production before they sent them out.
think you can take some off the inside of the wheel?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do a little bit off the inside of the wheel too, but yeah.
That was throwing off balance.
Oh, yeah, no, not that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to be real careful on doing the inside of the wheel.
Yeah, you need a lathe or something.
Yeah.
Doing it if you did it on a wheel, wouldn't you lose the balance? You got to make sure it's circumferentially that way the whole way around inside.
That's why I said it would be tricky to do the wheel.
Yeah.
How with a round file and nail into a stump holding it down. Start grinding at it. Oh,
There's got to be plastic lathes. I swear there are plastic lathes.
that was a metal rim.
Yeah.
Well, then you need a metal lathe.
Has anybody found any good old RCs laying around? Something they're proud of finding, and just something like, hey, look at that. That's 20 years old. That's kind of cool.
nah, nobody seems to throw them out by me. Like,
You could go to you could go to Goodwill and find some old things and you can modify them.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people do that.
yeah. We like getting the cheap Walmart trucks and sprucing them up a little bit, and then using them for the demolition videos, and when we ram them into things, and recycling RCs and stuff. When we intend to break it for the video, we get the cheap ones and make them go fast, and then they break easier.
yeah, Trail Critter RC. He found a coal buster in the dump, and you want to see this thing? Like, it's crazy that somebody actually
Busters are nice. They're actually pretty fun.
Yeah, you want to see the one he found in a dump. It's like,
Yeah, it was in good shape.
man, it's crazy. Yep, it's in like.
If it's a good shape, throw it away. Clodbuster. That's over a $200-$300 kit. You want to just throw it away like that? That's the
Well,
stupid.
some people don't know.
Yeah, well,
Somebody
that's just for
probably,
the that's just for the suspension links.
yeah,
You know?
somebody probably just cleaning out a house somewhere,
Yeah.
came across it and throw it out, like, you know.
Pissed off at their boyfriend.
Or girlfriend these days. It could be a girlfriend.
True that.
Tony from DCRX says, I got JT's Armor Raider XL.
Hey,
Oh, and
hey,
I
James.
think they were auctioning it off or something one night.
Hey, James.
So Tony got.
Hey, James. You could go to a Goodwill and find an old Nico and soup it up to do over 40 miles an hour. I've seen that done.
A J-Tow, yeah.
What the hell is that?
Go to get a Nico, get an old Nico and modify it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, the old Nico have they actually have some good chassis on them.
Oh yeah. And I've seen people take those old 14 scale dashes with the 4-wheel drive, and I've seen them put brushless motors in and make those things haul ass.
Got one right here.
Some of those old old toys you could actually modify so well and make them hobby grade.
I think this is what you're talking, the little drifters.
No. I was talking about the you remember the dash from 1990s, 1980s, the 4-wheel drive?
Yep.
Yeah, you get one of those, put a brushless motor in it, and hobby grade electronics, and find a way to, if you can, put ball bearings in it, and the thing just flies.
That's dangerous with them plastic gears.
Well,
your favorite RC brand, Brad, gets everybody just buys it for the bodies. The New Bright. Everybody
the New Bright, yes.
Everybody
That New Bright has two bodies, but you know, I'm hoping they're going to come out more with what I have. You know, it will do better with like my more hobby grade version of it. You know, the one with the motor I have. But actually, my favorite toy brand was actually Nico, but they're out of business. They went out of business last year, which is a shame because they had some fantastic toy grade. They even had some hobby grade ones back in the 90s that you could put together like kits.
Yeah. I don't know why somebody at New Bright just doesn't wake up and say, you know what, we've got all these licenses. Why do we not just make fucking 10 scale bodies?
I don't think they do have those licenses.
Oh, they don't have them license, no?
I don't think they do.
I
No,
don't
yes,
think
they
they
do.
have
But they call it like-
the all branded trucks. So they're bound to have a license.
Right, the one that does those Disney bodies.
They do
Yeah.
have they do have license. It says on the box that the vehicle is licensed.
Oh yeah.
Yes. If it says it's a Dodge this, it means it's been licensed.
I could put a stamp on a box saying license doesn't mean it's licensed.
Well, then they would get sued, but you never heard anything about that. But it says it's licensed. It even shows the actual stuff that shows that it's licensed.
Yeah, but the money that could be out there for them if they made actual 110 scale bodies, because they make some of the best bodies around. Like,
yeah, some of the best hard bodies around.
The Brutus body. Have you seen
yeah,
that?
Yeah, they have. Like,
my New Bright that I have was an attempt to make a hobby car, and I can modify that thing if I want.
Wait, Sean,
Here's a New Bright that I have. Here's
yeah,
one of the New Brights.
Yeah, and that body's freaking pretty cool. Like, you know.
I know. I wish I could. I haven't done anything to it. Like I said, it's all stock and no suspension, no nothing. But there's one of the New Brights.
How much is a
Actually,
grave
pretty
digger
cool
like
looking
that?
truck.
Oh yeah.
I have the Frenzy. People like to look at my Frenzy.
How much do one of those little grave diggers go for?
Believe it or not,
And they have lights on the
at a
side.
discount shop out where I live here, they're selling them for like $25.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Right around there.
I've seen
But
some.
they're selling for eBay almost for 40.
Oh, yeah.
Find them
You
at
can go
Dollar
to-
General and stuff sometimes too.
You could
No,
go
so-
to, you can go.
I got a couple of them still in the box of the Gravediggers. If anybody wants one.
You can go to a Goodwill and find some old new bright bodies on some of the cars that are sitting on their shelves.
Yeah.
I didn't know that New Bright
They-
had 1/8
all
scale cars.
Oh yes, they do. They have even. I think even have a 1/5 scale. They do. They have a
Seen that
1/5
one.
scale too. They have a new. They just advertised. I have a link to them through website. Like for the brands like Kyosho and Tamaya.
They
have.
Yeah, they just came out with a nice, what do you call like
Corvette. They have a
like
Corvette body.
or something, and it them like dune buggy type trucks.
Oh yeah,
Everybody,
Vortexes.
they just they just came out with a nice sized one. I was actually thinking about it just to get the body off it. Like
They have a new Ferrari radio control car that's out too, as well as a new C7 Corvette body that's on a one. I think they're 1/8 scale cars. I think they're 1/8 or 1/10 scale. The new ones they're showing now online.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and they have them on a turntable, and they make noises. They have engine noises, lights, and stuff like that on them.
I wish there was more supercars body, for the 1/10. It would be cool. Like there's not enough for Lamborghini. Barely any of them. There used to be some, but they're not anymore.
Tamaya still makes them.
No, I looked.
yeah, nobody does a Lamborghini body.
No.
You know,
They,
I'm
they,
seeing my
they do have a 714 TDF body, Tamaya. They do have a Ferrari body. So,
Yeah, Ferrari. Yes,
it's
I'm
not
saying
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
not Lamborghini. Right? They don't have Lamborghini, but they have Porsche.
Yeah, but are they the supercars?
Hey, what's up, Electric Party?
Supercars. Porsches are actually considered supercars. There are people who have Bugatti bodies, but you have to go to the toy brands to get the Bugattis and Lamborghini bodies. Usually on the smaller scale, not generally on the 10th. But there is I swear, a New Bright might have a Lamborghini body somewhere of all different scales.
And what's with Kyosho? Kyosho comes out with a Charger orange, perfect to make the Dukes of Hazzard, but everybody's out of stock. Nobody has them. What the heck's going on? Like you'd think you come out with that car with that color that you'd make thousands of them because people are going to buy that, but everybody's out of stock. It's crazy.
What about the Chevelle SS? They have a lot of those too.
I don't want that. I want the Charger body and I want it orange. So I just can slap on some sticker and go, yeah.
I agree with you. That's awesome.
You get that horn installed too.
Yeah.
I thought Traxxas made one for the Vortex.
That put that good horn. It's on my UDR. On it,
Yeah.
you know?
Tony says he has
Just imagine if somebody came out with a system or a system or sound module with the tune of the Dukes of Hazzard for the 1/10 car. He'd make money.
I see that they also been showing that
low
they're smoking,
gravity and in the air.
Hey,
they
Evan
show them
Charlie.
smoking the tires on them too. You ever seen them smoking the tires on those?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony said we have one at our shop.
Oh, really?
You better tell Tony to get it for you. You'll pay him for it, Frank.
My birthday's coming up.
Tell Tony to get it for you, and you'll give him the money for it.
The problem is driving all the way there or shipping is going to be a killer.
Yeah, but you could buy two of them probably for the price of shipping to Canada.
Yeah.
Well, cheaper than driving there, unfortunately.
Well, driving there to pick it up is going to cost an arm and a leg also.
Yeah. But at least the weather would be better.
Yeah, true.
I assume those Kyoshos are on back order too. I would assume they are that Charger.
Yeah, it is. even the distributor, I look at the distributor's website for my local hobby store and it says back order, and you look for the date and there's no date for back orders.
You
Yeah,
know what?
Brad,
They probably,
Brad,
Joshua's probably-
Brad, you have a driving license. Spicer came up with a good idea. You can drive down to where Tony's at, pick it up, and then drive it up the tank.
If I had the money for the gas, I would love to do that.
You wish you could.
Good.
What?
You wish you could.
I wish I had the gas money to do that. I would travel to a lot of you guys if I had the gas money.
We'll start a GoFundMe page to get you the gas to go to Canada.
I wish you would do that. I really wish you'd do that.
I'd also have to get one of those license, the passports that looks like a license to get up to Canada too. So I have to do that also.
Looks like a license, what?
Oh,
They have something that looks like a license to go through the border.
do you have your passport?
No, I don't have a passport.
Oh,
But
you
they
don't
say
get
that
in?
there's two different
Like
types.
75
A passport.
Americans.
A passport costs over $100, but I
I'll
know
meet
the
you at
ones
the
that
fence. I'll
Yeah.
meet you at the
What?
border at the fence, and you can just throw the box over the fence.
you know, I would do that if you guys had to go fund me for the gas. And
Well,
you
here's an
and
idea
paid
for
my
you.
phone. Listen. If you did a GoFundMe page to do that for the monies for the gas and also for the data, so I could on my phone, so I could pay for the directions to use on the GPS on my phone. to do
See,
that.
now you're getting greedy, but we're going to give you gas. Now you want data for a phone bill and everything. Come on, man.
No, I just need data. I just need data money. It's $10 for a gig. That's all. You know.
Here's a dumb idea. Here's a dumb idea for you. I travel to New York every so often. I cut through Canada. I have my enhanced license. Get it to Michigan, and then I'll see if I can catch tank that way.
No.
Talking to me?
I at least make it to Niagara Falls, and I don't know whereabouts are you? You said you're up near Montreal.
Yeah, it's between Toronto and Montreal.
All right. Well, I'll take the long.
Ottawa.
He's up in the.
I could take the long way and cut down through Messina into New York.
Messina is very close to my place. It's an hour and a half drive.
I was just saying, I just take the long way.
Yeah.
He's up in the old quarters in Montreal. Je m'appelle Tank. Huh?
Je m'appelle Tank.
Hey, Sean, you're closer to Frank than I am.
Probably, I don't know. Yeah, probably. I'll be in Montreal next year again too. I go to Montreal like every other year. I go for the Formula One racing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I just know that there's a thing that looks like a license that's also a passport for going to Canada. You have two different types. You can.
Yeah, it's called an enhanced license.
Yeah, Trail Critter RC's close to Niagara. That's cool. That's true.
Yeah. Keegan's probably the closest of us all.
Central New York, yeah.
Yeah.
You're in Michigan, right, Kagan?
No, Keegan's in
Central New York.
You're in New York. Buffalo's very close to the border. I mean, because you got Niagara Falls and stuff.
Mm.
I mean, I can go to the closest part of Canada to me is I think
Lake Erie.
Windsor. I'm close to Windsor.
You could just swim across Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Well, I could take a boat across Canada somehow. You'd have to take a ferry that can go there, but if they have a ferry from Cleveland that goes all the way to
Canada,
to that part of Canada,
right?
My cousin's a ferry.
I don't know if they have a
ferry.
ferry that goes to Canada off Lake Erie. I don't know that they do.
I have a cousin like that too.
Anyways, even though October's ending, October, November is like the worst time to be on the lake because it gets the choppiest in that time of the year. A lot more shit stuff happen on Erie during October, November.
Heck, they're talking about 5 to 10-foot waves hitting the west side of Michigan from Lake Michigan with the winds and storms coming in tonight.
But that's hard to believe because Michigan's a lot deeper than Erie. Erie's the shallowest, and that's
Oh
why.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. There's people's houses that are they're on the beach that are starting to get eroded and about ready to slide into the lake.
11 Charlie, he's in Nova Scotia. I don't think you're in Nova Scotia, 11 Charlie. I don't think so.
He's in Florida. I thought he lived in Florida.
He does.
At least he didn't say he was in Newfoundland.
That's true.
Yeah, what happened to the guy there was a Newfoundland guy that's there, and there was 2 guys we knew from Newfoundland that talked to us. I haven't heard from them in a while on the chats when I've been on the chat.
True.
He posts videos nearly every day. RC Nexter.
It's late for them right now, so
Yeah.
it's not like Tuga RC. Him, it's not late. It's actually early for Tuga.
Yeah. Toga's in the future.
Yeah.
What's the lotto numbers for tonight, Toga?
Sorry.
Can you give me
And
tonight's
we'll
lotto
base-
numbers?
We'll all split it.
It's lottery number since you're in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Canada does what? Doesn't Canada have like 5 different? It has 5 zones, right? 5 time zones, or is it 4 time zones?
How many time zones? I'm not sure. I think we have 5.
I
5
don't-
or 6. I don't know.
I know you have more than us because when we go to Maine, after you go to Maine, you're like a half hour to an hour and a half ahead. When you go like Newfoundland and stuff like that, Labrador area, there's a time zone after where Maine is, after the Eastern time zone. And Tuga's in the Atlantic, I think, is considered, or maybe it's Atlantic, and you guys are considered something else. But I think it's called the Atlantic time zone for parts of Canada, way out there.
St. John has his own time zone. There's 5 time zones to get all together.
Yeah,
6 time zones. Sorry.
and we
St.
only
John's,
have
Newfoundland. Has its
we only
own.
have 4.
Oh no, there's 5.
No, we have 4 in the United States. You guys have 5.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Well,
Ireland is that big. We've got 1.
No, you got more than that. Don't forget Alaska.
We got Hawaii and
yeah, I
Hawaii.
was gonna say Alaska and Hawaii.
Oh yes, yeah, but Canada, for the continental part of this country, the continent, you guys have more time zones than do for the continent.
The old French quarters in Montreal is the only real beautiful place in Canada.
They're parts of Montreal are in the mountains, or in the hill country, right, Frank?
Yeah.
What's the question?
I said there's hill country in Montreal because when I've played it years ago when I had a game system, Project Gotham, you drive through Canada, you drive through Montreal in the game, and it actually had hill country inside the city.
Well, there's part of Montreal it's in like mountains.
It's called the Les Laurentian. They do have mountains there. Nice ski hills over there.
I know Ontario has a big hill country too, going further west, right?
Yeah.
After Ottawa, I think it gets hill country.
Yeah, it's not bad. There is some hills.
I also I've seen the colors you guys get too. You get some very beautiful colors in the fall in those areas of Ontario. They were just advertising on my on TV about visiting Ottawa, visiting Toronto, visiting Ontario during the fall.
What, are you cleaning the desk, Steve, or working on something, are you?
Yeah, I already installed it, the dig turbo. It's all in.
It's all in. You can go.
Just don't turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't use it.
Now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with the damn tires. And then I got this piece today too, drive shaft for the Rustler 4x4. Finally got that piece.
You got a lot of fixing.
I can't reach it.
You can't
I
reach.
thought the camper,
reach it.
I thought the Capra had 1.9s.
Capra is on 1.9s, yeah.
But the tires don't fit. The rims don't fit.
That's so stupid. Why would they sell it and not fit the rims? It just makes no sense. They need to do project development more on it before they send it out.
They don't sell it with rims. That's why.
Horizon.
Oh, that's right.
They sell rims, but not with tires.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, even the directions were wrong. You had to look at directions online to get the correct directions.
No, it's impossible.
Yes.
Everything on the internet's the truth.
The internet.
No, everything in that manual wasn't the truth because when I looked at it, I'm like, no, that ain't right. Where the hell is this screw? That's not even in this kit.
Yeah.
At least some companies that make kits at least give you an addendum if they made a mistake and they send it to the new kits. They showed here's the fix of the mistake. A lot of them come with
I
that.
think that's what they're doing. But these first shipment ones that the guys that got them early, they got the original messed up ones.
Did you guys hear that? Well, Rich just did more stuff on the TRX6. He says that it's 2.2 tire with a 2.2 rim with a 1.9 tire stretched over it. He says that's what you do. That's why it's got a little sidewall.
Yeah, well, that's what the
he says
is. It's the
1.9
regular
tire.
Canyon tire just put on a 2.2 rim. It's the same.
Yeah, he said
TRX4. It's the exact same tire. Richie's video today was running the TRX6 on 3S, doing a speed run. He changed the pinion and he changed the pinion gears and all, and it got 28 miles an hour out of it today. That's what Richie was at.
Well, he also said that the 2.2 rim has a 1.9 tire stretched on it. So I assume you can take a 1.9 and try to stretch it on there. If that's what they did in the first place.
Yeah, that would definitely give you some sidewall.
Hey, Brad, did you ever get a hold of Banggood about your car?
Oh yes, Banggood doesn't have.
To ask.
But but this has nothing to do with Tobias. So what are you complaining about? Yeah, I got it off of Amazon, and there was another company that sold the product that I couldn't get the thing through. I forgot the name of the company. But something Island, Madison Island Parts also sells the parts, but I couldn't use the PayPal on it. I couldn't get it to work. I don't know why. So I went to Amazon and used the PayPal debit MasterCard on it because I don't want to use my credit card on their service. My debit card on their service. So I put money from my account that I had saved a little and put it on the car on the PayPal, and I bought the parts. Cost me over $11 with taxes for all 8 of them.
For 8 of
How much?
8 a pack. So I have the screw. The car's working again. So
Has anybody ever went to a fresh parking lot in a really nice fast 4x4, slid around a bunch of corners for about an hour or so, and then tore out all the sidewalls in your tires? Like just wore the rubber down to the rims and then they fall off?
No. All
the sidewalls on the outside, you can see where it chewed through the rubber because it was sliding sideways and stretching it. And
Oh,
that
really?
asphalt was like a grit sandpaper. And they thinned up so much that when the tires ballooned up, it just separated, and that was it. They were gone.
you know, more and more people are making belted tires because people don't like the ballooning anymore because the cars have gotten so powerful they're just ripping them apart. So they're making belted tires now for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they're charging you an extra $20 for them too.
Actually, some of them are as equivalent to the old other ones, believe it or not. Some do come, some are just as much as the other ones.
Oh, really?
All the here, I don't know if I'm blocking the light or whatever, but it just took all the sidewalls and just rode the rim right there, and all the tires are just just pop. All the foam went flying out. So
You must have been putting a lot of corner forces on the tires when you're going.
yeah.
well, they were fresh curbs, brand new parking lot, fresh asphalt, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
You know, fresh asphalt has a lot of friction in it.
Yeah, and I didn't have the caster camber tipped in enough, so they were pretty much straight for the dirt running, and they were caster cambered off. They were tipped straight, and they weren't tipped in, so it was rubbing when it was.
You know, I hate to say it because Sean's going to complain, but I had an MO1 chassis years ago of a Tamiya Mini Cooper 94 Rally. And it came with these little tires. The car had like 10-inch rims on real life. So they had it equivalent to that size. But it was a treaded tire, and I put like a 35-degree locked in 27-turn motor in it.
Yeah.
And this thing was very, very fast. And it was going so fast, it would squeal around turns. You hear the tires complaining. You hear them going, ee, ee, when you take turns and crawling that fast.
Just like
I just think that's cool.
Just like a real.
You hear the squealing around the edge of adhesion or friction on the car to take a turn.
Yeah, that was fun, man. That was a really fun 45 minutes. So I went through 3 5,000 milliamp hour batteries. So
well, when you were swapping batteries, weren't you noticing that the tires were getting hot?
Nope.
No?
Too much fun.
Too much fun.
It was a black. I swear, some of the parts had just like a little dust covering on it, so you could come in around the fresh curb and slide like 40 feet and still be going straight sideways. It was great,
Also, you were using the curb to turn?
No, I would come around the curb, slide the back out, and it would be taking the turn like a drifter. And then when it was drifting, the sidewalls were wrapping under.
You ever seen an actual car tire? The cars you drive when they take the side camera and they show the tire where it's turning, and you see even on the rims, you see the tire folding under the rim a little bit when it's taking a turn on a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Like a dragster
It's
taking.
It's cool to watch, but it's showing you what the car's capable of.
But that was just an interesting thing that happened to me. Now I got to buy 4 tires.
It's crazy how this is the last year that Ford are actually making cars. The only car they're making off this year is the Mustang. Everything else is going to be SUVs.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Like,
well, that's like who was it?
I heard the top of line Edge ST, the new with the top of line engine. I don't know. I think it's over 335 horsepower. I could be wrong about this, but someone said there. I don't know if they modified it or they didn't, but they took the new Edge ST and they said they got 3.9 seconds of 0 to 60 out of it. And it was doing 12.2 at 100 and over 100 and like 112 in the quarter mile.
it's a Jeep at the Jeep SRT or SRV, whatever it is. That thing's insane. It's like 550 brake horsepower.
Which are you talking about? What SUV are you talking about?
The Jeep, the SRT Jeep.
Track, isn't it track something too? It's called.
Yeah, it's something. It's like 500.
The Trackhawk SRT 8 Jeep Grand Cherokee that has 707 horsepower, and they took the regular Hellcat engine for next year, and they added another 10 horsepower to it. So now it's 717. So I assume if they're still making the Trackhawk, it may get the 717 in it.
Cool. Okay,
Nice.
Brad.
What?
Let's talk about smaller scale,
Not 1-to-1.
not 1-to-1.
Hey, Brad, did you ever send out any of those pamphlets?
Because a Hellcat engine will not fit in my 1/10 RC, no matter how
Yeah, I know.
hard I try.
Too bad you can't find someone to make you a.
Steve from Shen RC, he's got a nice Hellcat. He actually just put a smoke machine and all in it.
Well,
Actually, really cool. Like,
Hey, Frank, you could see if someone could make you a Hellcat engine that fits. That's an actual working V8 engine in a 1/10 scale form and put it on your car.
no, it's okay. It's okay, Brad.
I mean, it can be done. I've seen V8 engines in scale
I-
cars.
I
Look
don't
what I
have any.
got in the mail. I got my
And-
CCX RC stickers. Yay!
hey, RC jersey stickers.
And Scottzilla's looking for pamphlets.
What?
People are asking about, did you send out any of those pamphlets about the Metro map?
Cleveland Metro Parks.
Metro Parks.
Oh,
yeah.
you guys never gave me any addresses to send you that stuff.
I got
Oh.
Scott's
You guys
address.
never gave me your addresses. You never sent me emails. It would have been done.
I got Scott's address. You can send them to him, and then he'll send them out to the rest
Yeah.
of them.
You guys are gonna have to give me your email addresses and your addresses for me to send you that stuff. I'll have to get new
If
ones.
I give you my email address, I'd only have to kill you.
What? If I give you, if you gave me
Sounds
your email
serious.
address, what?
John's in the IRA.
That's it. My 3 passports will come in handy. Come with you.
Just don't go to Russia. You'll get freaking arrested.
That's it.
Like we still get
Phone number is 555-5555.
Yeah.
That's his phone number.
You guys are joking with that. I would have seriously sent you guys something, but you guys never sent me an email.
I wasn't joking. I have 3 passports. Two of them's under John and one's under Sean. Sorry about them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What's with John?
cool.
My English one is under John, my American one's under John, and my Irish one's under Sean.
Yeah, my daughter's got 2. She's got one from being born in Germany with my ex, and then she's got hers for here in the States. So she's got the dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's handy.
Oh yeah, she can just go wherever and just go back and forth, Germany, America, not even have to worry about it.
And that's it. You can go anywhere all over Europe and not even need
Yep.
like any visas or anything. Like,
Nothing really.
yeah.
Well,
Great.
guys, it's midnight, so we're gonna call it a night, and we're gonna start the round table to say goodnight. So we'll start with Brad. Go ahead, Brad.
Thanks, everybody. I'm glad I was able to talk to you. It's been a little bit.
Cool.
And goodbye to all of you in the thing. I'm hoping one day you'll get on live chat with us in the videos. One
Yeah.
day.
Cool. Steve O.D. from this 313.
See you guys tomorrow night. Be there or be square.
That's it. Green Frog RC.
So you guys have a good night. Happy Halloween. Well, it's
Cool.
not Halloween anymore.
That's
No,
true.
we're not.
Well, you still got 5 minutes.
Hey, if you're
James
not
Ryan.
breaking it, you're not playing with it. Jeez.
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
John Martin.
All right, good time talking to you guys. See you guys tomorrow night. I'll probably pop in with you, Steve.
Thank you. Sean's RC Adventure.
All right, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to stop in and chat. And thanks for having me.
Thank you. And please don't kill anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got that hat on too.
Yeah, that's
RC.
the little Peaky Blinders are on, ready to come. You know.
You got enough passports, right?
Yeah.
To go
Bye,
RC.
everyone. Good night and keep rocking.
Thank you. And I think we got to do Scottzilla.
Thanks for having me, Tank, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night over at Steve O'D's.
Thanks for jumping in, guys. It was a blast. Thanks, guys. And don't forget, leave a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And we'll see you tomorrow night. And we'll see you also next week. Keep having fun. Thanks, guys.